Good morning, everyone. I'm excited. Thank God for the new year. And as a mandate in 2019 that we want to grow our account in several multiples of thousands. What we want to do is to be able to use a strategy to compound our money so that by the time we do this and we are growing it, it will help us to be able to attend to a lot of things personally. And as I do tell people, there's no way that having to stick to a strategy, even if you have to have another strategy, you need to have another account for it so that you don't put a lot of things and you know the one that is working better for you. And that is why we've selected this strategy to be used to compound our money for the year 2019. Guys, if the conditions are not met, I want you to stay away from the market for this project. If the conditions are not met, you are expected to stay away from this market. So there are certain checklists that you are expected to have, okay? Number one of the checklists is you need to understand why these setups are key. Number one thing you need to know is that you need to know what is happening in the fundamental. You need to know what is happening in the fundamental. Is there going to be a news for the day? So that I won't just enter the market when there will just go and be a news that will just cause an issue for me. So I want to be sure that there is I'm safe for that period that I want to enter. Number two is that I want to also have an understanding of the sentiment in the market. How does sentiment works? Sentiment works according to the strength of the currency per time. So I want to know currently, is the USD weak or strong? If the USD is weak, I won't want to buy USD. If it's weak, I won't want to buy USD. I would rather want to buy against USD. If it is strong, I want to buy USD against any currency because it's strong as at that time. So in this training, you will understand how to use this system for 2019. Number one, you understand the place of fundamental. Number two, you understand the place of sentiment. Number three is to also focus on the market that is trending. One of the things that I've shared in most of the trainings I've given you people is to let you know that the trend is your friend. You don't want to trade against the trend when the trend is not moving. So number three things is make the friend your trend. And we have indicators that we're going to be putting on our Harmonics Scanner that will allow us to know a trendy market. Number two, when I know that the trend is up, the other thing I want to also be sure of is what is called momentum. Momentum is what allows us to know the direction of the market, the force, where the force is per time. And to do that, we're going to be using the money flow. And as the name implies, it means that anywhere the signal of the money flow goes to, that is where the money will go to. So we have the money flow there that allows us to be able to know where the volume is, the market per time. And the other one, which is one of the oscillators that we're going to also be using, is called the MACD. The MACD allows us to know the direction also of the market per time. So if the MACD crosses down, I know that definitely I'll be looking for a sell. If the MACD crosses up, I know I'll be looking for a buy. So in this training, we're going to be putting together all of this. All you need to do is don't do more than this on this compounding account project that we are choosing for this year, 2019. Another segment you need to also know is that this is traded on 1 hour chart. This is traded on 1 hour chart so that you can have a breathing space to be able to do other things. Number two, this strategy works better on 1 hour chart. So I don't want to be on the system and be monitoring. I'm not a monitoring spirit. I just want to be able to make money. And because a lot of us have other passions, other things, we are here to just multiply our money. We want to be sure that we are doing it the right way. So we are going to be trading on only on 1 hour chart. So with 1 hour chart, I am also good to go. Another indicator that I've not mentioned is called the Eshin-Akin candle. The Eshin-Akin candle, Akin-Ashin candle, is a candle that also shows momentum in the market. So for momentum, we're going to be using money flow. We're also going to be using Akin-Ashin candle. So guys, let's go get started as I share my screen with you. You need to have your IML Harmonics Scanner activated on. You log into your IML Harmonics Scanner. You log into imlharmonicscanner.com. And once you log into imlharmonicscanner.com, you will now set up these settings on it. So let me share the screen and we can take it off from there. Great. So now I've logged it into my Harmonics Scanner, and this is the default settings that I have. So according to the settings, the first thing I'm going to do, I will remove my RSI. And this is it. So I will first go to the candles here. And on the candles, I will change it to Akin-Ashin candle. What does Akin-Ashin candle does for us? Akin-Ashin candle shows the momentum with either blue or red candle. So if I see a blue candle, for me to know it's a momentum candle, it must be a flat bottom. A flat bottom. Guys, a flat bottom Akin-Ashin candle, a blue flat bottom Akin-Ashin candle means that the momentum is ready for up. Now, a red top, a red flat top means the momentum is ready top, flat top. The momentum is ready for up. So here we go. Let's go together. You can see that there is a blue flat bottom here. And immediately when that happened, there is a continuation up that went as high as 20 pips. There are days, and you don't trade this alone because there are days that there will be a flat top or flat bottom that will not go in the expected direction. But the advantage is this is added to the settings. So now that I've added this, the next thing I want to do is to go to indicators. If you see these indicators, you click on it. And I want to put in my moving average. So I'm typing in moving average. So I'll select 2 moving average. We need 2 moving average. And the third one that we need is called moving average exponential. So it's exponential moving average. Now that I've put in exponential moving average, I want this to sort my trend. So I will change my first moving average to 6. And the color, I will change it to blue. I will make it thick, and I will bolden the lines, and I'll click on OK. You can see that the blue line is selected already. Good. I'll also go from MA, the second MA, I will change it to 14. However, this color will be on red. And the red, I'm going to make it very thick. And I'll bold the color. And I'll click on OK. Another thing that I will do is to go to my exponential moving average, which is 50. And on this 50, I'll make the color black, which means it's going to be the major trend direction. Okay, and I'll tick the color, make it bold. What this means is that I've been able to identify my trends per time. And because the trend is my friend, look at when the blue is below the red and both of them are below the black, the sell is obvious. Let's check out, look at here, blue below the red and they are both below the black. The sell is obvious. When the blue is above the red and the both above the black, the buy is obvious. So this is how we want to trade with the trend on the Harmonics Scanner. Now, the next indicator that I want to add is my money flow. The money flow, as I've explained to you, shows the momentum in the market. So I'm going to go to format, and on the format, I'm going to change the input length to 14. I will make this red, and I'm going to ticking it rather. While I ticking it, I'm also going to make it very bold so that everyone can see it. Watch this setting and follow it step by step. I will move my background color. I will also remove my lower limit, and I will change my upper limit to black, which allows me to see it clearly. My upper limit is remained. I'll also make it bold, change it to single line instead of thick lines. Then I make my upper limit 50. So make sure you have these settings there, okay? So this is the settings, okay? 50 upper limit, red color, black, and the input is 14. I'll click on OK. Now, let's check the blend. Watch this. When the red was beneath, you see that there was momentum from here down, which means sell. Look at. When the momentum I started gaining for this, you can see that it was above it. So I'm going to move further to add the MACD. I'll be including two MACDs in the market, one, and I'm going to add the second one, MACD 2. So two MACDs are on the screen now. So I'm going to make the first one 12, 26, 1. 12, 26, 1. That is the settings of the first MACD. I will make this I will remove the MACD line, make the signal line remain red, however, it will be very thick. The histogram line, I will make the price line active. I will make it black, and I will make it very thick, and I'll bolden it. So what have I done here? I have removed MACD sign. I've unchecked it. I have made this red. I have checked my price on the histogram, and I've made the histogram very thick. However, my 1226 one still remains. Good. I need to make this very thick too. Now, how does this work? I will do the same for my second MACD. I will change it to 5:15:1. 5:15:1. And once it is changed to 5:15:1, the next thing I'll go to is on style. So on the style, I will uncheck histogram. I will uncheck MACD. I will only leave my signal. So I will make the signal blue so that it's going to be different from the previous MACD. I will also make the color very thick. And with this thickness, I will click on OK. I want this MACD blue to be thicker. So bolder rather, and that is it. So with these settings, watch carefully. 5:15:1. On the style, I uncheck histogram, I uncheck MACD, and I only leave the signal line, and I make that blue. So I click on OK. So now I have two MACD. I want to drag the blue above the red so that they can be in the same section. So I will drag this up. Look at. So I set it on it. I selected the blue line and I dragged it on it. So the window collapsed. Fantastic. So my system is ready to be traded. Now, I don't want these settings to be off and on. So what do? I will need to save it. You click on this extreme arrow and save it. So I'm going to click on this extreme arrow and I would name it my 10 pips or 10 pips. Okay? So I can save it. What this means is that anytime I log in to my Harmonics Scanner, I can log in and I will come and download the layouts, select the layouts here, and once I click on the layout will show immediately. Now that it has shown, that means that I have my scalping strategy set up immediately, and I can use this per time. Now, the settings is ready. How will I use this to make money? I will share with us how to use this, and on the second video, I will create the process flow. When I wake up in the morning, what I'm expected to do, what I'm expected to check, and what I'm going to be doing 5 minutes to every 1 hour candle closes, and 5 minutes after the 1 hour candle closes. So let's share with us how this will work. Then I will share with you the next video on the process. So guys, this is the strategy. Number one, it is on 1 hour candle. And what I noticed is there are more charts on the PEP stone broker. So I'll go to eCard 1 hour. So here is the example of how this is used. I want to make sure that I want to make sure, okay, that's the power of you saving, making sure you have saved. So in case you click on anything, you can go and reload immediately, okay? So instead of you looking for what to set and what not to set. I've told you it is on 1 hour chart, always stick to it. So how do I use this? Number one rule, before I place my trade, the blue, I check where the trend is happening. So look at this. The blue is below the red, and they are both below the black. This is a sell signal. I will never sell here. I will never buy here. I won't buy. If you go and buy here, you are risking your market. You're risking your money. You want to move with the direction of the trend. So here we go. Number one condition is set. Number one condition is set, is below. My number two condition is that my money flow must cross below the 50 line. And my blue MACD must be below the price line, which is this black line. Look at this. This is it. Guys, you only need 10 pips in this trade. All you need to do here is to sell by market. Look at this, sell by market. It gave us 49 pips, and you only need 10 pips, guys. You only need 10 pips. I'm not saying you can't do 20 pips. I'm not saying you can't do, but for the purpose of compounding and where I am going to, where you are going to, it is 10 pips. With your 10 pips, you are good to go. Guys, it is about discipline. Good. Let's go and check order confirmation. Look at this. The blue crosses up the red, but they are still below black. I will not sell here and I will not buy here. So I go further. So this is for sell scenario. Look at this. The blue is below the red. They are both below the black. This is a sell confirmation. I also see that my MACD is also below the price line. That is met. But I will wait until my MACD, my moving money flow goes back to 50 and there is a rejection. If there is no rejection like this, I would not sell. Look at, there was no rejection here until this place. When the rejection happened, then I will sell. And I will pick my 10 pips. It ended up giving us 197 pips. Guys, 10 pips. So let's go to a buy scenario now that we understand a sell scenario. Here, my MACD is already above. So I'm already watching for a buy. The blue crosses above the red and also above the black. I will wait until they are both above the black, which is this place. However, my money flow has also crossed up at this place. So this, the only time I will pull my trigger is when everything ended up happening. So this is the right place. This is my entry. Guys, this will be my entry. Why? The money flow crossed before. Good. The MACD has also crossed after the money flow. It's also up, rather. But my moving average cross and the 14 have just completed their cross. This is when I will enter. I want to enter when they are all in alignment. Guys, that is the power of alignment. And you can see before that candle, you saw a blue flat bottom, which means there will be momentum. And you pick out your 10 pips. And it gave us 83 pips. Look at this place. You are looking for a sell, but the setup is not complete. Buy is what we are looking for here. The blue moving average is above the red, and they are both above the black. I will enter, because here now, the money flow has given us a cross-up. Number one condition, I'm waiting. My MACD blue has crossed up my condition, and the alignment of my red, blue, red, black is here. So I won't enter here. I won't enter here. I won't enter here. I will enter when the MACD crosses. Guys, what that means is, watch. MA1, MFI, money flow, is 2. MACD is 3. So for me to buy, it could be 1, 2, 3 in arrangement. It could be 2, 1, 3 in arrangement, or it could be 3, 2, 1. Anyone could lead, but they must all do what? Align up. Let me come again. My moving MA, which is moving average, is 1. So in this scenario, guys, what has happened? The money flow entered first, which is 2, followed by the moving average, which is 1. Then now the MACD crossed up, which is 3. I will enter and pick my 10 pips. Fantastic. Here, awesome. The same scenario is for sell. So for me to sell, this scenario must happen. Either 1, 2, 3, crossing down, or 2, 1, 3, crossing down, or 3, 2, 1, crossing down. One must happen. The moving average, the MACD is down. We have seen it. The money flow has crossed. Fantastic. Has crossed. I wait until my blue, red are below my black, which is here. All I need to do on the close of that candle is to what? Sell. And when I sell, it went for 51 pips. I only need 10 pips. So if you have this understanding, you don't need to wait in one arrangement. So for sell, for alignment, this will be aligned up. For buy, for sell, this will be aligning down. Guys, I want to make this video stop here. so that you understand when to go in and when to come out. In the next video, which is part 2, I will be sharing, putting everything together from checking your fundamental, checking your sentiment, and also putting this in place. And I can see us making all the money in 2019 together. Welcome to your season of financial tsunami. On behalf of Profit Arcade, I celebrate every one of us. God bless you. So expect the second video.